Serious.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Morning, Judge.
Hi, Judge. Same old, same old. We're here on Miss Gillis.
I had it open. I closed it. All right. So, Judge, she's one out of Pennsylvania for theft by deception, false impression.
False impression.
So, this one will be asking for no bond on the extradition because over the course of 6 times, she stole $780,000 from an elderly. And
Whoa. $780,000 stolen from an elderly person? That's not just theft. That's calculated manipulation. And the international flight risk line? That's legal code for we're worried she might vanish before trial. But is that fear really justified?
And it shows from the hit that she's an international flight risk with a non-American passport.
That's the first time I've heard that. An international flight.
That's what it
flight
shows
risk.
on the
Is
hit.
Interpol involved?
Well, so that's why I was surprised because this was a DHS referral. I was kind of surprised there wasn't a nice hit because she's not a citizen and it shows. So I don't
Want
know.
the bond?
Check.
I want a PR bond.
PR bond. Okay, so let's bring her out, please. Gillis, if you don't mind. Yeah. Joe, you want to talk to me while we wait? Ms. Gillis.
Yes.
Good morning. So your lawyer is asking for me to set you a bond. I don't know. I've never met you before, and I have about 5 minutes to get to know who you are, to see whether it would be right to set you a bond. I have no idea what you're charged with, but the problem is that you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another jurisdiction. There's a warrant in some other state, and we got you here. Michigan.
Your Honor, around October 31st, 2023, it's alleged out of Pennsylvania that this now defendant manipulated a bank to over 6 transactions, cause a total loss of $780,000 to an elderly individual from the retirement fund. There has been regarding the affidavit, when speaking with the complainant, states that the checks for the individual were mailed out to her name with the corresponding physical address. On notification from DHS, it shows that she is an international flight risk, and due to those factors, the state would be opposed to a bond for the extradition.
Why would the Department of Homeland Security say that she's an international flight risk?
I'm not sure. I can reach out to them, but obviously if I reach out to them, I can reach out to DHS and ask why. I only get the...
Here's where it gets complicated. She wasn't fleeing. She was on a connecting flight to Jamaica, where she's from. Legal travel, work visas, a U.S. citizen father. It starts to feel more like a bureaucratic misunderstanding than a criminal escape attempt.
Notification, and so I haven't spoken with an individual, but
What other criminal history does she have?
she does not have any others, just the 6 incidents arising from this affidavit.
I can clarify.
Please.
Possibly.
This part hits hard. She just had a baby, she's breastfeeding, and the jail hasn't even given her proper care. Forget the charges for a second. How does the system justify this kind of treatment? Sound off in the comments. Is justice being served here, or is this a deeper failure?
I believe they think she's an inherent flight risk because they arrested her at an airport on a connecting flight, which sounds terrible, doesn't it? I'm thinking, oh, she's leaving the country.
Really? Was she headed out of the country?
No, really, she was going to Jamaica. She's from Jamaica. She comes back and forth for business. She's got an H1, H2B, something about H visa. And her father is a U.S. citizen. Here's the kicker, Judge. She gave birth January 30th of 2025.
Okay.
She's breastfeeding. So when our lovely county got her, they said, too bad, so sad. She's been in custody for 4 days. They refused to give her access to a pump. She has asked for a heating pad to do it herself. They've only given it to her 2 times.
We'll see about. I'll reach
I
out
just
to
think
medical.
this is
Don't worry about that. I'll reach out to medical.
That
and
is
see what
insane.
Yeah, I know
But
it sucks.
like
And
6
that can
days
happen.
later, and I'm like, she was clearly arrested with her child. Okay, so it's not like she's lying. But I just think because of that, let's add some other things, because that by itself is like, oh, that sucks for you, right? But it's a 2B. It's not like she's a flight risk. It's not like she's a failure to appear. I get that it's like a theft by deception because of some bank mailing thing. She's never given an opportunity to go turn herself in. So I think that considering the fact she's never had an opportunity to turn herself in, this is not where she's just like running the country. She comes here back and forth. Her child is born here. Her father lives here. Connected with the fact that she has some problems going on with her 1-month-old that she's going to have to figure out. I'm asking for a PR bond. I'm asking to give her a chance. We've already done her wrong.
Before I give her a PR bond, I would like you to figure out why they're saying that.
For the international flight risk?
Yeah.
I'm more than willing to.
Not only that, but you're telling me that she does this all the time? Let me
Do
see.
you go back and forth? You can
Yes.
tell the judge yourself.
I have a travel visa. I have a visiting visa for the US, which is a 10-year visa, and I also have a H2 visa, which is a work visa. I worked in Utah, I work in South Dakota, South Carolina, Massachusetts, Florida for the past 5 to 6 years, back and forth, and I also
So
do
then you should
extensions.
Prove all this.
Yes, I do. The currency office do have my passport with my visa currently stamped in it.
So let's do this. Let's roll it to tomorrow, because I don't think now it's, wow, is it already 11:30?
Yes.
Holy moly.
So they do have it downstairs in the old.
Tomorrow, I want proof that she does all this international travel routinely, so we know that she's not just trying to take off.
No, sir.
And then I'd like you to reach out to them to see why is she international flight risk. Is it a 2B?
It is.
You know, I'd like to know how they justify saying that, right? Or do you just think because she's on a flight now?
I don't
know.
I only
That's
get,
why.
I'm perfectly willing to call. I'm just obviously aware of making the call to DHS regarding the pending Pennsylvania charge. Yeah, I've always got the trigger, so. Because she doesn't have an accident right now, but because she's on a visa in
Oh,
terms of what
Judge,
they
this
decided to
is, this is crazy.
So like I said, I'm
Because
willing
then
to,
the ICE is gonna put a hold on her.
that's what I mean, is like, I'm
ICE is
willing.
gonna do it regardless.
ICE has no
If
put a
she-
hold-
No. If she's here with the proper documentation, they're not gonna put a hit on her. If she's here with the visas, then there's no reason for her to put a hit.
Judge, they're deporting students nowadays, but hey, that's okay. All right, I'd like to put you on the email with medical about the breast pump. I find that outrageous.
Yes, I will help you with that. Don't worry. But I'm not prepared to set her a bond yet when with
Okay,
Mr. Kim saying the international, and then she's on a flight to Jamaica.
we'll get the proof. I'm gonna have to zoom in tomorrow though, but I'll get it handled.
Sure, of course.
Okay,
Yes, sure.
let's go there.